Hello, my name is B, short for Benji, and you're watching wowacoolusername. I do not have a bald cap, so this is pantyhose. It's the best that I could do. Today's video will be a bit different regarding the subject matter. We're still on the brand talking about things that interest me. But today will be a bit more commentary channel, Danny Gonzalez, Curtis Connor-esque. Picture this. I'm laying on my bed, just scrolling through Instagram Reels, watching a bunch of accounts that post other people's cringe. And suddenly, I came across a very saturated video, not seeming to notice that it was its own video, not connected to the cringe accounts I watch. I watch it, of course.
When you like your tears, when you like them just for me, you like them just for me.
And when I tell you, my jaw literally dropped. I had so many questions.
Who was this man? Why was he doing? And why are his eyes so goddamn blue?
And yes, I'm cosplaying him. Meet Divorced Dad 83, an account on Instagram run by a man named Cam Reed, who lives in Australia. And it is probably the best thing I've ever seen. And to preface, he gave me permission to make this video. First off, it starts with boys over 40 with kids aren't cute. And then he just stares. The video was clearly filmed at a park, like a family reunion maybe. And I'd like to imagine his family is nearby watching him film this and wondering like what is going through his head. What's Cam doing? He's just got a lot of followers on Instagram. He's filming a reel. Is he trying to film a thirst trap? Holy shit! It's definitely an interesting ordeal to record such a thing in a public place and think it will work. And I'm not bashing Cam with this. Anybody who films a thirst trap in public should be publicly executed due to the secondhand embarrassment they cause everyone else. Not Cam, though. He's a national treasure. No, an international treasure. We better get Nicolas Cage on the line to make sure Cam doesn't steal any more hearts. Oh my god, that joke was so bad. I'm so sorry. The next video seems to be just a little simple introduction of who he is. He's 41 years old. He's only a year younger than my mom, which is crazy. He's old enough to be my dad. He also likes Linkin Park. I haven't listened to that band, but I think that they're good. He also likes pasta, which is based. And he also likes kind people. That's also based. And these poses, it's like he's a JoJo character. He's also staring at the camera kind of strange, like he was coerced into doing this. But honestly, I also do not know how to pose, so I understand. I also wonder if one of his kids is filming this, and I'm also curious as to what they think of this.
I already know what to do, what you want to choose. I don't know the way to got my mind, not my money. My mom not going away.
He's clearly married to the grind. Can't you tell from that dance? There's a reason he isn't married, and the clue is in his username. Yeah, 83. And Cam is at it again with the intense eye contact with the camera. Loving it as always. Seems that he's got the camera propped up by himself for this time around. Nobody to hold it for him. Then this next video is very interesting. Every guy wants to hear this, but is terrified to ask.
You are gorgeous. Let's stay quiet and eat burgers, because you are a king.
Not every guy. The whispering is getting to me. I don't particularly like ASMR, but a lot of people do, so I'm not going to complain too hard about why he chose to do ASMR specifically. But no intense eye contact? I have no way of knowing if this is really Cam filming this. There's no Divorced Dad 83 soul. Oh, and I just noticed the caption. After reading it through, it's a lot to read out loud, so sorry. I'm not going to. It seems like motivational advice, and I'm not really the target audience for that sort of advice, so I don't really feel anything from this, but like it's good advice. Asking for help or things you need is an important skill that not a lot of people learn to do in their lives, so yeah, good on you, Cam. Are we having a staring contest here? Fuck, goddammit, I blinked. You won. First off, there's nothing in the video except for you. Secondly, you are so close. Like, so close to the camera. Whoa. Thirdly, the caption is more advice. You can give nice advice without having to be in the video itself because most people won't think to check the caption first. Or you could give the advice in the actual video itself. But you know what? I don't mind you staring into my soul at all that much because that is how I, as an autistic person, try to make eye contact. And the cheeky little smile too, he's got it all.
Goes by
His mom is actually so adorable. I can see where he gets the staring from because his mom was making intense eye contact as well. But clearly, she doesn't do it as well as her son, who has clearly, obviously, and most definitely perfected the craft. I wonder how that conversation went down when they asked that person to record them on the bus.
Hi mate, can you record me and my mum?
Oh, sure. Is this for a TikTok? Are you gonna, do anything? Sir?
Alright, cool, thanks.
Okay. You're welcome. This video, it's quite interesting. This has quite the transition from comfortable clothes into his motorcycle gear first off. The book talk girlies would eat that up, by the way. And of course, if you check the caption, there is more advice, which I will actually read this time. It's important to think if your flight system is triggered and you may be feeling goosebumps or butterflies, it's actually your body and soul wanting to leave. That person, make sure they are truly safe and can also leave you feeling relaxed. I call it the ice cream test. If you go for ice cream with them and you still feel heightened, even when you finish the ice cream, maybe check with your friends if they are a calm energy or put you on edge. This was posted on my birthday. This advice is quite interesting because butterflies can be caused by a multitude of things such as attraction, nervousness, excitement, anxiety, and stress, which I pulled from a quick Google search. Scientifically, it is just a drop in blood flow to the stomach that makes you feel a bit lightheaded and all silly. Well, obviously that doesn't signify a soulmate. It sure doesn't mean it could be a bad thing either. Sure, it could obviously be a signal of fight or flight, flight or fight, fight or flight. Which way is it supposed to go? I don't know. You can usually tell when you are feeling that, as there are more symptoms per se to that sort of panic, and it goes along with not just butterflies and other things. Of course, don't jump to either conclusion right away. If you are not 100% sure, you can always think through these kinds of decisions. So he is right about looking to see if, hold on, take a minute, pause, think about it, evaluate. Don't jump into it, But you don't always assume that, you're nervous, like fight or flight, or you're nervous attraction. Oh dear, Cam is staring us down in public again. I feel like he's about to ask if he can buy me a drink, chicken out, and then buy everybody a drink. I'm not really going to bother with reading the advice this time because honestly I can't really comment on it. I'm just fascinated with the way he's practically staring into my own soul through the screen. I don't know how this guy only has about 50k followers because he totally deserves to have more. I'm starting to think he makes his videos this way on purpose for engagement and is clearly working because I'm making a video about it. And there's no way on earth that this man is making this kind of content and not having thought about how he's going to reach the masses. He is clearly a genius creatively and in many ways possible. Seriously, this kind of content has to be on purpose. The only people I've seen just deadpan staring at their cameras for reels or TikToks are those old grannies that have no clue what to do, or that one guy who licks his lips and then says some really weird pickup line, but he's doing it on purpose because he knows it's content engagement. This man is still quite young at 41, and he knows how the internet works, clearly, as his videos are doing numbers. Cam obviously has to know that this kind of thing works, even if it has started out as an accident like once or twice originally. But once you see what gets you the views and the likes, you really can't stop. Okay, he is totally right. Kind people are the most attractive people on the planet. I agree. He's in public again, staring off into oblivion, and then there he is, just sliding off the bench. I only have this kind of reaction when I see an edit of the mediocre fictional men I'm attracted to, and he is obviously down bad for somebody, cause, oh. Why the hell is he shirtless? His grass is so green. What the? Wow, I really just sound like my mother with that one. This grass is so green, wow. I think I'm starting to understand Cam's deadpan stares. It's human connection. To connect with one's audience, it's important. Eye contact definitely makes me feel like I'm about to be hunted for sport, and his bare skin is touching the grass. Are you not allergic? Do you not get rashes? It's probably a lot of bugs. And you being an Aussie, there's probably some huge ones ready to kill you. You are a brave man. But yes, connecting with your audience, intense eye contact, skin showing, yes, very good. Holy shit. He met a celebrity. Now, I'm not that into a lot of the emo bands, so I've never listened to Blink 182. Where are you? But still, it would be quite exciting to meet anyone with influence, because I always think of the world of YouTube in terms of connections. So let's say hypothetically I collaborated with someone like Danny Gonzalez. Hypothetically, never gonna happen. But still, for this video's sake, Danny has been on the Chuckle Sandwich podcast, which means he has talked to Jay Schlatt. Schlatt is friends with Tommy Innit. Tommy Innit is friends with Carl Jacobs. Carl Jacobs has talked to Flamingo. In this instance, I am 5 degrees from my favorite YouTuber, and I started on a different genre of content. Now think of the possibilities for Cam. He had met Mark Hoppus, which means he's only a few degrees away from a multitude of famous people. He's making it big. Intense eye contact while running. Very on brand. And it reminds me of those videos where it's like, we're foxes running in the Nick Wilde room and we make eye contact genre. Those are my favorite. He should make something similar because it wouldn't be too far off from his regular content. Like, no offense. Now I'm going to show you a fan account someone has made. Divorced Dad 83, #1 fan. They only have like 57 followers by the time of me recording this, but they make edits of the man as if he were like Tom Hiddleston or something. There's even a video where they had made him in Gacha Life beating somebody up. This count's clearly satire, but it's still hilarious. The longer you're making content, the more likely someone's going to make thirst edits of you. Satire, ironic, sarcastically or not, they're going to do it. You know what? I'm going to say this. People can make edits of me, but don't make them thirsty edits till I'm 18. And of course, when I'm 18 and you're going to do that, use clips of me as an adult. And I say assuming people are going to thirst after me. Me, the man in the bald cap. If you look on his link tree, you can see he has a cameo, which I will not pay for at the moment because I am broke as shit. Maybe I will do it eventually because, I would really like to. I want to see what kinds of things he'd say. And he has an emo band. See, I told you guys he was cool. He also has a website. It is very interestingly laid out. I'm not going to judge. I'm not very good at CSS, cascading style sheets for anybody who doesn't know. And I am just good at HTML, hyperlink text markup language. I have listened to an episode of his podcast to get a feel for what kind of content he makes there. And while it's not my cup of tea personally, there doesn't seem to be anything like wrong or problematic with it if he's not like alpha male podcast kind of guy. He just talks to people, and that's just what my channel is, basically, like talking to people. We're just talking about different kinds of things. But his music, holy moly, I like all of his songs. His songs remind me of like abandoned pools for some reason. So if that gives you any sort of sense of what they kind of sound like, kind of like abandoned pools, but a little bit more acoustic, if that makes sense. His songs are so my style of music that I barely noticed when one of his songs started playing. It was only until like I realized I didn't recognize it that it took a minute to like just listen. Holy shit, it sounds so good. I don't know why I wasn't expecting his music to sound so good, but it does. From a quick Google search, Thanks Anyway was described as acoustic pop punk. And I really like the album cover too because it showcases his perfect smile and you can see his personality on it, including his stare. and I'm all here for it. Cam, if you're watching this, and I think you are most likely, if you ever plan on releasing more music, I'm more than willing to design album covers for you for free, because I'm certified in Photoshop. If you enjoyed this type of video, I'll gladly do more, because this was actually tons of fun. And yeah, Cam, thank you so much for letting me make this video about you. I appreciate it so much. It was awesome. It was also a little bit difficult to make because as I'm talking, I realize slowly that I'm talking weird, and I'm like, why do I sound like that? So hopefully I can fix that up if I ever do something like this again. If you find me entertaining somehow, feel free to subscribe, like, comment, and
Getting up to whatever you want.